Hey, there we go. We're up and running. Hold on, let's clean that screen off a little bit. I know y'all don't want to look at that old fuzzy screen. Hey, hopefully that's a little bit clearer. Where's all my peoples at, man? Y'all start dropping comments like it's hot. You know what they say? Drop it like it's hot. Yeah. I've got a bad internet signal tonight. Talked all that mess about what a great live stream I was going to give you, and now I have a bad signal. Beautiful. We'll give this a minute to get going. Y'all drop comments on me, please. Would appreciate it greatly if you did. Wow, there we go. Now we're up and running. Y'all let me know, is the picture coming through clear, audio clear, is everything good? Somebody drop me a comment and let me know, please. What in the heck? What is going on? Oklahoma in the house. Nice, there we go. Alright, so my awesome East Texas internet just caught up and all the comments like came in at once. Beautiful. Thank you guys. Glad y'all are here. What's my favorite bait to catch huge bass at Lake Fork? Favorite bait to catch huge bass at Lake Fork? Hey, that's actually one of my very favorites. Is going to be in tonight's top 5 baits. So, thanks, guys. So, Jacob's got a gray screen, but everybody else is good to go. Jacob, that's you, dog, because everybody else is good. I just went gray just now. Now I'm gone. Man, forget gray screen. I hate gray screen. Alright, y'all can still hear me. Bear with me. I'm about to go inside and go right next to the modem so we don't have this issue. So I'm going to be coming to you from a new location inside my wife's craft room, so nobody make fun of it. I'll see you guys in a minute. Join me right back here in a second. Let's see what's going on. Somebody said they're not leaving. Hey, I'm back. I hope you guys are back. This is gonna be silly. How's my signal now? Are we up and running? Somebody hit me up with another comment. Let me know we got everything okay. Looks good. Great. We are in what used to be a garage in my house, but now it's a turned into my wife's paradise craft room. Yeah. It's definitely her space, not my space. So that's all right though. We can answer questions and talk fishing. And I got some baits in here. Give me just 1 second. All right. Live stream on the fly. That's just how we do things around here. We don't like anything to be too organized or too ready to go. We gotta make things happen. All right. Get somewhere where I can read the comments. Perfect. Here we go. No, that is definitely. Who said burnt on? No, that's like red, bro. Like, I don't know if there's some weird color scheme, like your phone sees colors weird. Maybe you're colorblind. There is no way in HE double hockey sticks that I will ever, for 1 second of my life, ever have burnt orange in my house. That will not happen. I take this seriously. In case you can't tell. No burnt orange will ever come into my house. Like, if my kid brings a free Longhorn shirt home, I'm burning that shit. It ain't happening. Nope. Got me a little drink tonight. can you do a video on what to do when you get out in the middle of a lake and have to take an emergency deuce? I could do that video. I don't know. I might get like banned from YouTube or something, but I do know how to handle that situation. What you do is, I can just explain it to you, right? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. My makeshift phone stand went down. Hold up. So what you do is you actually get over there in the passenger seat and you grab that handle that's right there, and you grab that seat, and then you just hang over the side and hold on for dear life and push. But the biggest key factor is, like Gerald Swindle says, you always got to have some wipes in your boat. I mean, I don't buy them expensive, overpriced dude wipes he sells, but I do keep baby wipes in my boat for just such a situation, because it does happen sometimes. Strong. Strong. What do I think the pattern will be for the Sealy's Big Bass Splash? Wow. You know what? With this early, like, rain and cool weather, God, it's a toss-up. It's such a toss-up right now. I mean, it's going to be typical fork. There's going to be some of each. Yeah. So there's gonna be some of each, probably shallow and deep, both. Let's use that to kind of springboard into top 5 baits real quick. We'll knock that out, and then we will try to do as many questions as we can afterwards. So, let's see here. Right now, for me, you guys know, man, I'm shallow water guy. I love grass. Grass is my favorite thing to fish by far. We've got a lot of it. Man, I tried the deep deal, and look, there's a couple guys, man. Like Jason Kahn, if you guys don't know him, check him out, because, man, that dude, he is catching the fire out of the offshore fish right now. There was several other guys catching them. They've all kind of faded. Like, the timing deal is kind of off for me. That's why I'm not catching them. I don't know what's happening to the other guys. But Jason Kahn, day in, day out, has been catching the crap out of them. I mean, he's just smacking them. But for me, I'm working shallow stuff. And actually, before we get into top 5 baits, I've got to talk to you about a couple other things. One is I haven't been on the lake this week at all, actually. So, some of this top 5 baits is going to be me guessing what it should be. But I filmed on another lake earlier in the week. We unfortunately had a death in the family. My grandfather passed away. So I've been down in Houston the last couple days. But, yeah, I haven't fished Lake Fork this week. So, anyway, first week all year where I haven't been on Lake Fork. So, it's kind of weird. But, you know, it is what it is. Those things happen, come up. It's a slow time of year guide trip-wise. Intentionally for me, you know, I've been trying to take a little bit of time off before the kids go back to school. So I've been not scheduling as many trips. But, anyways, that being said, I did fish earlier this week on a lake that is not a hot water lake. It's a cold water lake. So it's very similar to Fork. And we filmed there. And so, if I was on Fork tomorrow, this is how I'm going to start. Oh, yellow. Yellow belly. This old dude out here, if y'all can see, he about got the paint wore off him. He got teeth marks on him. This one's almost reached retirement status. He's probably got another 10 or 15 fish in him, and then he's going to be retired. But yellow belly on the grass line has really been a deal. And look, like the other day when we were filming, it was cloudy all morning. And then when the sun came out, those fish really got focused on that outside edge of that mat. And when they did, man, we started catching them on the frog. So this is a twofer. This is just one bait that I got rigged up here. That's that Lake Fork Tackle Zigzag on a, I think that's a 4-aught hook I have rigged up on there. 3-aught or 4-aught EWG will work fine on that. Texas rig and weightless, the old Lake Fork Tackle Zigzag. Any type of green color is fine for me. It doesn't matter. Green pumpkin, watermelon red, just something greenish is what I've been using. But I've been using that and the Wacky Rig Trickworm that we always talk about on this channel with a half a nail weight in the head. Those have been my 2 weightless plastic baits. That really, when you get to August and the fishing's tough, and for you guys coming up to the Sealy, I mean, if y'all get around these grass beds, man, that's 2 baits that you guys can go in there and definitely know that you're going to catch some good unders on those weightless plastic baits like that. The Wacky Rig Trickworm with a half nail weight in the head, and then that weightless zigzag from Lake Fork Tackle that I'm throwing. That is guaranteed bites right there. Of course, this is the Kitech 4.8 right here. We're still throwing weedless swim baits, but I'll tell you what though, they have gone away from the flashy swimmer hook, and this is Lake Fork here the last couple weeks as well, and the other lake I fished this week. It seems to be a seasonal deal of some kind. They seem to prefer just the belly weighted hook with no blade on the bottom of it. We threw that flashy swimmer most of the summer, but they've gone away from that now. So I'm still throwing the 3 to 5 inch small plastic swim baits. And then here's something that I'm starting to throw. And honestly, to be straight up with you guys, I haven't caught a fish on it yet. But this is something I'm going to have tied on every day on the deck of my boat from now until November, because they're going to start biting it soon. And when they do, this is going to be a major home run here. Somebody asked about one of my favorite big fish baits on fork. This might be it right here. Let go. Let go. Let go, fishing pole. All right. That is a 6th Sense. Oh, hook in the hand. Yeah. That's a 6th Sense flow glider right there. That baby right there. Old glide bait. Now, that's a smaller glide bait. It's like a 5 3/4, 6 inch glide bait. Smaller profile glide bait. But that is my favorite glide bait. It's gotten more bites for me than all my other glide baits combined. It does catch giants. I would definitely, guys, if you're wanting to swing for an over on fork and you're wanting to do it around something that's grass, which it's very possible to do that, have a glide bait. Because that joker will stay above that grass and tease them and draw them up from a long distance. You can flat catch them as far as giant bass go on fork on a glide bait. So it's that time of year. We're getting ready to go into fall, and I'm going to start having that tied on every single day that I go out. All right. There you go. There's 5 baits. All right. Let me try to get up here. Somebody said it's hard at fork. Yeah, I mean, the fishing's tough, guys. It's August. I mean, not every day is a good day. Not every day is a good day. That is what it is. Hey, I appreciate everybody sending the prayers and sorry for our loss. Hey, we'll go a little more into that in another video coming up. We'll explain a little bit about what's going on. I definitely want to start getting you guys more involved. Let y'all in on my day-to-day operation. I feel like it's something that as we try to build this community, and you guys are kind of following me, I'm not really doing a very good job of including you guys in what's really going on day to day. We're just talking fishing, and there's more to it than that. And, really building some relationships here with you guys, and I appreciate y'all following it as y'all are. And so I want to do a better job of that. So actually, we're going to go into that. Me and my grandfather were very close, and I'm going to explain some of that to y'all. Kind of therapeutic for me, get it off my chest, and let you guys know, kind of what we're going through around here. So it's been a tough year. It's been a great year. But it's been a tough year, so let's see. But thank you guys for all the prayers and kind thoughts. Yep, somebody asked about fishing the glide baits on fluorocarbon. No, I actually fish glide baits on 20-pound monofilament, big game. I actually like the stretch of the mono. It's a shock absorber for throwing that heavy bait all day. I feel like it helps my knot stay a little bit more protected. It helps my line stay a little bit more protected because it absorbs the shock of flinging that big 2-3 ounce bait all day. So I like to go with mono. And I don't feel like it hurts me because anytime I got treble hook bait, I don't mind a little shock absorption anyway. Yeah. Somebody says, do more vids with McFarland. He is a hoot. Yes, he is a hoot. He's crazy. That dude's crazy. I love him. He's a great guy. He's a little bit nuts, though. All right. I'm losing track of some questions, so let me try to get back up here. If someone wanted to... Whoa. If someone wanted to bring the ideal rod types and reel ratio combos for fork, what would they be and line type? Wow, that's a good question. So he's asking, what would be the ideal setup? So let's go over top 5 rod setups. How about that? We'll cover it like that. For me, the first one that I'm going to start out with always is going to be something around 7 foot and medium heavy. For me, it's going to be the Limit Series Limit 5 Series 7.2 medium heavy rod. I'm going to want a 6 to 1 ratio, 6.3 to 1 ratio reel. And on that, I'm going to put 20-pound fluorocarbon. That's going to be my versatile setup that I can do just about anything I want to with. I can throw Texas rigs, I can throw chatterbaits, I can throw swim baits, I can throw spinner baits, I can flip a jig if I had to. I can do a lot of things with that 7.2 medium heavy, really can. The second rod I'm going to have is going to be somewhere in the mid 7-foot range. You can go from 7.4 to 7.8. For me, it's going to be the Limit 5 Series 7.4 heavy action rod, and on that reel, I'm going to want a high-speed 7 to 1 ratio reel. That's going to be 50-pound braid on that one. That's going to be my frogging setup, my heavy chatterbait for the grass setup. If I wanted to throw swim baits on big braid, I could. If I wanted to punch on that, I could. That's going to be my second setup. Third setup is going to be a 610 medium heavy with 12-pound to 15-pound fluoro. That's going to be from my weightless plastics right now. I'm going to throw all my wacky worms and weightless zigzags, all that stuff on that. Plus, well, if you rig it up with mono instead of fluoro, you can do that, and you can throw topwater baits like a Zara Spook or a Pop R if you wanted to. So there's 3 right there. Let's see, what is number 4? I would go to the big stick, like the big 7-Eleven extra heavy, because I can do a lot of my offshore stuff with that, with my football jigs, Carolina rigs. I can also throw my big swim baits up shallow with that, and I'm going to put 20-pound fluorocarbon on that as well. Probably do a mid-ratio reel on that so I can be a little bit more versatile, going fast or slow. And then I'm going to, on my 5th setup, man, just whatever else you wanted, because those 4 definitely cover every tactic that I would be doing. So on the 5th one, just a duplicate of one of the others, whatever you want to do 2 of. Let me see. Wow, you guys are killing it on the questions. What gear ratio is the Camo H2O Express reel, and how do you feel about Dobyns Fury series? I'm going to be honest with you guys. I used to be on Dobyns Pro staff. I like Dobyns rods a lot. The Dobyns Fury rod is an awesome rod for the price. The only issue is the rod insert, the eye inserts will pop out. If you use them every day like I do, the eyelet inserts don't last. So for me, it becomes a hassle having to replace those and fix those all the time. And I would just step up to the next price point in rods, the Sierra series or whatever. Or you could do a lot better by just buying you a Limit. Limit 5 series rod for $130 to $150. Get you some. Best value in the game. That's my opinion on that. Gear ratio on the Academy H2O Express reel, the Camo ones, they change. They have different. They do have different ratios. I don't have any slow ones. I don't have any 5 to 1, but I have 6.3 to 1 and 7.1 to 1 in that Camo. I have both. So, whoa! The old makeshift phone stand's getting us again. Let's see here. Oh, somebody's asking about my wife. My wife is actually feeling really good. She's through with chemo. She's dealing with radiation. She's having to do radiation 5 days a week, Monday through Friday right now. So that's kind of, wearing her out a little bit, but it's not nearly as bad as the chemo. She's actually getting ready to go back teaching here in a week or 2. She's doing really well. She's only got 1 more week of radiation, and then we get to find out if everything's all good, and everything should be good. Everything's looking great. So my wife's doing really good. We're almost at the end of this whole deal with her, so thank you for asking. What is my favorite time of the year for big fish and favorite time for numbers? Great question. Favorite time for numbers is actually coming up here in another month and a half. October. October, hands down, is the best month of the year for numbers. You can catch more fish in October than any other time of the year by a lot. My favorite time of the year for big fish, on the average fish that you catch, is January, February. It seems like we always end up catching the biggest fish of the year sometime in March or April or May. But the average fish catch size, January and February, is hands down head and shoulders above everything else. I mean, there's a lot of days in January and February you may not catch, 5 to 10 bass is kind of the normal that time of year. But you may not set the hook on one under 5 pounds. You know, the average size is phenomenal. So January, February is my favorite time of year to fish for big fish. When punching, flipping, and pitching, would a heavy rod work, and what line would you put on the setup? Okay, so flipping and pitching are different than punching. Punching is going to be braid 100% of the time for me, if I'm actually going into that cover. Flipping and pitching, you can do that with a lot of different stuff. But for me, punching, I'm going to want at least something like that 7.4 heavy rod that I use from Limit, or I even prefer the 7.11 extra heavy. You can definitely get by with like a 7.3 to 7.6 heavy rod. You can do it. I've done that a lot of times. But the big rods are definitely make your life easier when you hook a fish. But definitely 50-pound braid at least. Always braid when you're punching. What is the main difference between a swim jig and a conventional jig, or is there a difference? Yes, there's a difference. The only difference is the head design. On a swim jig, the head design will always be a narrower head to help it come through grass. A swim jig, guys, is built for grass, to be more weedless and grass. A flipping jig will always have a wider head. It's made, a lot of them are made to stand up. A lot of them are made, designed to come through wood better, and a lot of them are just designed to hook the fish in the top of the head, which is actually the ones I like the most. But it will have a broader head. You know, a flatter, broader head, whereas a swim jig will have a more elongated out from the skirt and narrow head. That's the only difference, though. Somebody says me and McFarlane are like the current version of TK and Mike. Beautiful. What is LFT Lures line you were talking about in previous vids? Was it the Pro when back in stock? Yeah, it is the Flora Hybrid Pro. The Red Spool Flora Hybrid Pro is the one that I'm using. It's a copolymer top line. That's what I'm using for all my fluorocarbon needs right now. They are out of stock on a lot of size, weight diameters right now. Different size line they're out of stock on. It comes from France, so that stuff's made in France. It comes from France. It takes some doing to get it ordered. They do have some new stuff coming. They've actually got some brand new lines coming out that I've tested samples of, and there's something coming, guys. I'm telling you guys, on Fishing Line, there's something coming from LFT that's going to blow your mind in the braid category. So stay tuned for that. It may be a while out. We may be 6 months out right now. I don't know, but it's coming. I've tested the sample. It's incredible. It's like nothing else you've seen. Somebody says, I have seen you call them fish up with that flow glider. Yep. I don't know who you are, Volsefan969. But yeah, if you've been with me with that flow glider, there are times when I can literally have fish way down in grass, 10 feet down, and I can work that glide bait, and you can literally watch them start coming up to it. It's incredible. How much does color matter? It matters a bunch on a glide bait. I try to get the most grayish, flat grayish with a little bit of a bluish, purplish tint on the top. But I just want to I'm trying to imitate gizzard chat, and they have that kind of blunt, flat, gray, silverish, like a dull silver color. That's what I'm looking for. If you look at this bait here, it's a little bit translucent in here with the lights above it. But as you can kind of see when I shine the light on the side, boy, that's what that is. That's not real shiny, okay? That's just kind of a flat gray color with a little bit of a darker hint on top. That's exactly what I'm looking for right there. That's one of the best paint jobs I've ever seen for a Gizzard Shad duplicate right there. I love this bait. But yes, I feel on any swim bait, the colors matter way more than they do on any other technique, because the fish follow those swim baits and look at them for so long. Do you feel there is a better chance at a true double-digit fish deep or shallow, not spawn? For your everyday weekend angler, your better chance at a double-digit is out deep. For me, I can catch more up shallow most of the time. But you better know exactly where those big fish are, because those big fish, they're not going to be in every shallow area. There are big fish that live shallow year round, but they're not in every part of the lake. So for me, it's just that I'm out there all the time and I can stay on top of where those bigger shallow fish are living, where the bigger bait is. That gizzard shad is so important to me to find those gizzard shad. When I find those gizzard shad in shallow water, I know there's 10 plus pounders in the area. We don't always catch them, a 10 pounder, a true legit 10 pounder, not one of these 10s that every guide you follow on Facebook holds up and calls it a 10. Like, I hope you guys understand that. There's a lot. Man, I love Lake Fork and I love the community and I love a lot of the guides. I got a lot of respect, but there's a lot of BS on social media from Lake Fork guides. I hope you guys can kind of weed through that and kind of appreciate, I think y'all do appreciate, that we try to bring you the fact jack on this channel. Whether we catch them, we don't. We always say that, and it's true. There's a lot of BS. But a true 10 pounder, it's a rare fish. A real legitimate 10 pounder, I don't know a guide on the lake that's caught more than 4 or 5 this year in their boat with their customers. So it's a very rare deal. We've been fortunate this year. We've had a few this year. We've had, I think, 3 this year. So that's been really good. But it's a rare deal. So saying to catch a 10 pounder, I mean, that's such a rare deal. The odds on that aren't good anywhere. But just a weekend guy trying to come out and figure out the best way to catch a giant, wants to swing for the fence. I mean, the offshore structure deal is probably going to be a better chance than the shallow deal, unless you just stumbled into the right shallow area by chance. Now, if you come into a shallow area and you see a bunch of big gizzard shad, man, button down and get after them, because I promise you they're around. They are around. Well, you guys are killing it on the questions. I love it. Somebody says 50-pound braid on a spinning reel with what size fluoro leader? You're going to have to re-ask that question. I need to know what technique you're talking about and what size of a rod on that spinning rod are you using. And then I can help you out on that. Because I may not use a leader depending on what you're using it for. I'm going to Lake Fork this weekend. What should I throw and where? Well, that's what the beginning of the video was for, guys. The top 5 baits. Definitely go back and rewatch if you missed it. Rewatch the beginning. Check out the top 5 baits. As far as where, I mean, right now what I'm looking for is grass that grows out to 4 and 5 foot of water. Anywhere that I can find aquatic vegetation, coontail, hydrilla, stuff like that. Mostly it's coontail. There's a little bit of hydrilla. Anywhere I can find that growing out to at least 4 and 5 foot of water, that's where I'm concentrating my time. That's where, I mean, when I find that grass that deep, that I know that's held bass all summer long. I know they're there, and there's just more coming to it right now. So that's what I'm doing. Interested in flutter spoon, what type area to throw it in, equipment setup. Well, are you talking about the big flutter spoons, or are you talking about the new grass flutter spoon? Because it's 2 different deals, so please clarify that and I'll be more than happy to answer. Somebody says a lot of 8s get called 10. Yeah, there's a lot of guides that catch a bunch of 10.0, 10.1, 10.3s. But if you look, they never, ever, ever catch an 8 or a 9. If they never catch an 8 or a 9, but they catch a lot of 10s, you know something's up. Are the seminars that you film at LFT Lures open to the public? Would love to catch McFarlane's Optics electronic series he started. Yes, absolutely. In fact, guys, if you are in the Lake Fork area, please come to the Lake Fork Tackle Store in Emory, Texas tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Mike's going to do the second of his electronic seminar series, and I'm going to be there as well, and we're going to have another guide as well. So, yeah, please come. If you're available, if you're around, please get over there. Mike, this electronic seminar he's doing is, I mean, it's second to none that you'll find anywhere in the world. It's a phenomenal series. So if you can't be there, then we will stream it live here again tomorrow night at 6 p.m. So be sure and watch for that. Why do I look like oh, okay. All right, so somebody thinks that I look like a fat bleep and somebody from San Francisco. You can put all that together. That's what he said. You guys can read it in the comments. And like I said, there are plenty of haters. Hey, check this out, guys. Do you realize that somebody actually created a fake Instagram account the other day just to troll me? The guy's never posted a picture, never made a post on Instagram. He made the account, and the first thing he did was go into comments on one of my pictures and start griping at me about filming on a private lake. The one time I've ever filmed on a private lake, and said something about, do you ever film on Lake Fork? Well, if you've watched the Your Lake Fork Guide YouTube channel, then you know out of the 150 videos, at least 100 of them were on Lake Fork. So, I mean, hey, haters gonna hate. At least they're paying attention. It doesn't bother me. If you can't tell, it bothers me none at all. This is what I say to them haters. Appreciate you, dog. Thanks for watching, buddy. Right there. Here's to you, haters. Get you some of that. Hey, you can't stop me. I appreciate you joining my live stream, man. I really do. All right, now let's get back to questions. Enough of that. The guy that asked me about the flutter spoon said that he was more interested in the smaller one, but for both. Okay, so, I mean, they're just two totally different things. On that smaller grass spoon, I'm going to throw that, actually, because of the little single hook, I actually throw that on 12-pound line, believe it or not. And if you haven't seen it, please go watch the when we get done tonight, please watch the full instructional I did in the Guys Network series on that flutter spoon. That's that grass flutter spoon, because it's really, really important that you get the gist of how easy you have to work that bait and how gentle you have to be bringing those fish in. It's insane. So I throw it on 12-pound line. I throw it on 6'10" medium heavy, and once I get that hook really dug into them, I really baby them to the boat. The big flutter spoon, you still need to kind of take it easy when you're getting them to the boat, but boy, you can use a lot more horsepower. I throw it on a 7.2 medium heavy. I throw it on 20-pound fluoro. The flutter spoon hater. Y'all remember that guy? What was his name? I don't even remember his name now. Dave something or another. That's funny. Somebody says they're moving to Tawakoni, which is a lot closer to Lake Fork than where I am in Dallas. Can't wait. We will be glad to have you out here, buddy. Definitely come. Yep, y'all are still here. Yeah, East Texas Internet's a blast, isn't it, boys? I'm back, though. I'm back. Tell me y'all are still here, because I'm back. I like that idea. Can you add that? Oh, hey, update on clothing. Somebody said something about clothing. I like that about the bracelets. That's cool. So on the clothing, we're probably about 35 days away from actually having it ready to sell. So got to make some decisions here the next day or two. I think the order's going to go in Monday, and it's about a 30-day turnaround from what I've been told. Don't know for sure. So we should be within a month and a half of clothing being ready to sell. Decals are actually here. So you guys interested in decals? Let me know in the comments after the video updates. The next few videos, let me know in the comments. If you guys want some decals, I've got decals available now. I will put them on an Amazon link and put that in the videos the next week or two if you guys are interested in decals. They're not on my site. Decals are not on my site. Nothing is for sale on my site. The only thing you can do on the site is email me. I'm actually going to provide Amazon links direct on the videos, so you guys can just click a link, order, and we go directly through PayPal or whatever source Amazon accounts. So perfect. Yes, decals. Yes, decals. Okay. The next video I post, I will post an Amazon link with decals for sale. We're going to sell those decals for $4 a piece. So those will be ready to go on the next one, and then shirts will be here in a little over a month. Toledo Bend. Yeah, when I go to Toledo Bend, I have to have all my stuff done before I leave and then do some more when I get back, because Toledo Bend has no internet. None. You forget internet. You can't make a phone call at Toledo Bend. Alright guys, hey, I think that's going to wrap it up for tonight. Can't say thanks enough for everything that you guys do for me, for my family, for us, watching the channel. Look at this. My wife's going to get mad at me for showing you this, but look at this train wreck of a craft room. Look, wait a minute, hold on. Look at this. I'm going to be in big trouble for showing y'all that, but she makes fun of my fishing garage. This place is insane, bro. Santee Cooper, man, I don't know. Boy, that's a... We will have to do that. Who's that? The Timmerman. Man, if I ever get the chance to come back to South Kakalaki, I'm hooking up with you. Because Santee Cooper, I love that place. Appreciate it, guys. I got to get running. Thanks for watching tonight. Thanks for watching as always. I will update y'all as soon as we can on apparel, stickers, all that. Be looking for those links in the next video for the decals. And we'll see y'all next time right here on your Lake Fork Guide.